Hey, Guru Namaha. Everyone, welcome back to the class today. So here we are just staying up with a continuation of the previous class. So previous class we had started with a multiplayer of advanced car racing game. So which is car racing game is nothing but an option where you have multiple opponents. We have different cars and we have a human health kit and a road where you can travel up, a petrol bunk and everything was there. So last class we had seen how to set a background and then how to set our own cars and all the diagrams. We have just created the sprites of it. Today's class you'll see how you can create the behaviors for them. So behaviors is very most important to make our characters to move automatically once the game starts. Okay. So come let's see how we'll be able to do that. So as you can see here, last class we had set the background and the start point. And once you click on the start, you're setting the two things, score and the speed. The score is of a car score and the speed so that as the level increases, your speed has to increase. So for that, two variables we had created. And last class, the road was not set up. So I had downloaded another road and then uploaded it, which is less than 100 MB. So it is now possible. I have set it up to the size of 800. So that when I say run and I say start, you can see that there is a road behind, right? So to do that, I have set the timer. Next, everything remains the same where you have the three cars. One is a player car and the black and the green cars are opponent car. And this is a bomber which leaves the bomb and a petrol bunk and a human and a health. Okay. So I've set all the sides, all the other sprites, leaving your sorry, leaving your road size, leaving that everything I have set to 40. Since I have set this every all sprite to 40, I should make sure again I make this road to 800. Otherwise, whatever I do changes here, again it will take the latest one. So it will take 40 again. So to detect that, I'm using the road size again 800 here. Okay. So come on, let's see today what we are doing is the behavior. So what and all we are doing, we are giving some behaviors for each of them. First one is for the road. So I have given the name as start race. Start the race. How we are supposed to do? You have to go to behavior and say create behavior. Once you do this, you'll get an option what to do and how to do it. You'll have to fill it. Okay. So in the start the race, what I have done is nothing but I have given the coding such that it shows who should be the winner at the end. Okay. So here I use an if condition. What is if condition? Whether if it is true, then do this. Right? So I'm giving the option as if your score is greater than 30. So that means my game ends by 30 score. Once my car reaches 30 points, my game ends. So I say that on the title screen, I show that my red car won the game and the score is this. Okay. And remove all the sprites and make your game over. That is what I have done for start the race. Remember, you have to do all these behaviors on your own. There will be no input. You will have to do this coding by your own. So once you're done, next is one more for the road only. That is road animation. What is road animation is nothing but you have to see that over here when I say run and say start, you can see actually the road is coming down. It looks like the road is coming down. My car is moving up and the road is coming down. That is done because of the road animation. Sorry. So what I'm doing, I'm moving this sprite. What is this sprite? I have given the road. So whichever I context as this sprite, so whatever I have put that behavior, that sprite it will take. So here what happens, move this road 5 pixels south. That means I'm making the image to move downwards. Okay. So if the y position is less than 0, so if your y position is less than 0 means below. Do you see this? When I move the cursor, you can see the x and y position. That means when I come at the bottom, the y position is 0. That means the road image has come at the bottom. That time I'm setting again the y position is 400 and x is 200. So again it comes at the top. That means typically I'm doing once the image comes down over here, again I'm taking the same image and uploading, placing at the on top. Again it will come down like that. So here, how do you change the score and levels? So here, as you make the one image to go down, again next time when it comes, right, you're increasing your score. That is, your each time you're passing one image, your score is increasing by one, and you're showing the blue cast score. Okay. If your score is greater than 10, that means if you have passed 10 images of the road, then your speed is increasing by 2, because it should be something challenging, right? The same speed anyone can manage. If your speed is increasing, then it will be an advanced game, which you can say, right? So that's the reason once your score is increased, when it is greater than 10, then you're increasing it to. If it is greater than 20, you're putting the speed as 3. So that means the triple speed of your first speed, which you're having now. So once you reach 30, it automatically shows you're a winner. Last thing we had done, right? So that one, that thing was done in start the race. So that is there in road animation. I guess both of it are clear. Okay. So now we'll go to the health kit. That is this health kit. See, remember this and all are how it has to move freely onto the screen when you click on start, because you cannot give this codings directly onto the screen. It will become an very huge coding. So we'll put them into behavior, so you that behavior can be attached, right? So now health kit, what happens, this health kit, right, keeps on moving to south direction. That is, each time, what is this 5 pixel is 5 pixels. So see how does it count? So y position is 341, 5 pixel means this way, 320. So 325 to 320, it will come for every 1 second. Okay. Then if your speed is greater than or equal to 2, then you are moving the sprite 5 pixel again faster. Okay. And if it is touching edges, so that health kit is coming from top to bottom. So that means once it reaches bottoms where it has to go, it will have to jump to any random location onto the screen. Wherever it wants, it can jump. So that is what I have given to the health kit. And to say that it's not particular that you have to give same behaviors for your thing also, you can change the behaviors. It will not, but you have to see how, what do you say, how great you make your game. That is what is means. How you want your car racing game to be done. That is what over here. Next, blue car is my car. So what do? I press with. So this is nothing but working with arrow keys up, down, left, and right. So when I press up, my car speed has to be increased according to the speed. Say now at the first level, the speed is 1. So this speed has to go north direction by 1. Say you're in third level, that means your speed is 3. That time, when you say up, the car has to go fast. So according to the speed, you're making it to move in that direction. So down is south, left is west, right is. So that is how you move the sprite. If you put 3, 2 like that constant numbers, whatever is the levels, it will keep on moving in same speed. So that should not happen. It should depend on your speed to look very nice for your game. So that's the reason according to your speed, you're going to that respective direction. Next. Next, I'm giving the car green and black with a car animation. So what is there in this car animation is nothing but how the car will move to the down direction. So this car, when it reaches less than, if the Y position is less than 0, that means it is this way, it has gone down. So you're making the car to be on top again, and X can be anywhere left and right. So you're using random integer. What is random integer? It can take any number between 100 and 300, what I give the range over here. So it can take 100 also, 300, 250, 101, any number it can take from 100 to 300. that is computer vision. So the X position, say for example, why I have given 100 and 300, because you can see when I point it over here, 100 is somewhere over here. Okay, so I don't want car to come extreme left side. It doesn't look nice. So I'm making the car to somewhere from here to here. So from here to here, I make the car to be visible. I don't want extreme left or right. Okay, so I have just put that. You can change it. You can put it if you want from 50 to 400, you can do it. But that also depends where you want it. So that is exposition. So if the speed is 1, then you move this sprite, that is car, with 10 pixels out. Remember, according to your speed, your opponent's car will have to move faster, right? It's kind of level increase. So if your speed is 1, you're moving the south direction to 10. If your speed is 2, then you're moving by 15 pixels. If it is by 3, then you're moving by 20 pixels. So once you're done, this is what is with the car animation, which I have given for green and black. Now, the same thing for the petrol bunk, because I don't want something different. It is not doing any changes there. So for the car, for the petrol bunk also, I've given car animation. Next is fireball tank. So what is doing this fireball tank is nothing but it keeps on moving and it puts a bombs like this up. So this fireball tank, if the X position is greater than 10, that is somewhere after this one. Okay, then move this sprite to the west. That is, once the X is over here when it is here, so it once if the bomb position is greater than 10, so somewhere in the right position if it is there, so it goes to the west direction. If the X position is 150 and okay, fine. So if the X position is equals to 150 and this price or the X position is 380, that means if it has come to this one 180, this part, or 380, this part. So what you're doing, you're making a new bomb. So that means when this tanker is at this position or this position, it is creating this bright bomb sprite and putting the size as 40. And it keeps on moving south direction. Say for example, over here it is at 150 position. Here. At this position, it has reached here, so it is putting a bomb here. So this, when the bomb is put over here, this bomb is coming down gradually. The same thing if it is at 50 or 250, also it will drop a bomb. If the X position is less than 10, you're moving into the east direction. Okay, so this is for the bomber which is there. Fireball. And then we have the human which is running left and right. If this right move direction is 0, then you're facing to the right. If it is 180, then left. So that is because when you're left side, you see to the right side position to turn and move. If you're right side, you turn to the left and move here. That is what is that. Then each time it moves 5 pixels forward. Then once it touches the edges, it blocks and it changes its direction so it can go to the opposite side. So that is what is today's class. So next class we will do the rest of the codes, which is very easy. So today's class is very important where you have to know how to make the sprites behavior. So remember, once you place all the variables and the sprites, you have to set the variable. So keep up all the variables, behaviors ready. So next class using that behavior, we'll start writing the code for increasing or decreasing your score. I hope everyone has understood the class. It was easy, but remember what behavior does what. When you try to do different behaviors, it would be easy for you. That is what I meant to tell. Try to use different behaviors by changing little bit so you'll understand where's the mistake, how to rectify it, and what code does what. Okay. So all the best for everyone. Enjoy the class and complete it. And for the project, you can submit the same thing, activity which you do it of the car racing game. Okay. Bye. See you in the next class.